The recent Young and the Restless episode has got some of the fans worried about Sharon's health. Could her cancer be returning again, or is it something else? Let's find out right away.
Hey everyone, welcome to TrendStreet.
For decades and decades, one of the most beloved characters in The Young and the Restless is undoubtedly Sharon. When Sharon Case was recast for the role of Sharon Collins, back in 1994, it didn't even take her a year to make that character her own. From then onwards, we can't imagine anyone else playing the role. Case has kept the fans hooked with her performance for 30 years now, and is definitely one of the most loved leading actresses of Y&R. In all these past years, Sharon has given some of the happiest storyline, as well as the most heartbreaking ones. One moment she's wooing us, and the next, she's making us cry. She's been through it all, from cancer, bipolar disorder, losing her child, to losing her husband. But you know, she's moved on, and she's doing really good on her own, without needing any man. She's not just a coffee shop owner anymore, she's also everybody's go-to person when they need a friend to talk to, and unwind about their stress and troubles. Adding one more to her resume, she is also the CEO and founder of Cassidy First Technology. So, the girl's got a lot on her plate, especially since her latest return to the screen. In the recent episode of Young and the Restless from July 17th, Sharon was finally back after months of absence. As soon as she returned, she was wearing her therapist badge on again when she met with Adam and Chelsea at Crimson Lights. Connor had a breakthrough, and Sharon reminded them that they would face ups and downs during his treatment. Nevertheless, she assured them it would be worth it in the end. After they thanked her, Sharon encouraged the worried parents by saying, "We all have to lean on each other, it's the only way to get to the other side." While she is always her same calm and collected self, this time, something was off with her, and Nick noticed. Apparently, things are not sailing smooth for Sharon. Nick overheard her yelling at someone on the phone, which was surprising. She later revealed that her new bipolar medication was interfering with her sleep. She explained to Nick that she started taking it due to her blood sugar issues, so fixing the problem won't be simple. But is that all to it? It's been a while since Sharon had a major storyline, and it definitely feels like it's leading somewhere. Could she be lying to Nick and suffering from a more complicated health issue? The way she was screaming on the phone got some fans pretty worried about her, and we can't help but think if it's her cancer returning. We all know, cancer can always return at any point of time, and Sharon knows it too, even though she won over it in the past. You may remember, Sharon was starting her new relationship with Ray Rosales when she was diagnosed with breast cancer. The health scare took a major toll in her life. It all started when Sharon found a lump in her breast. Hoping for the best, but fearing the worst, she anxiously awaited the results. Unfortunately, her fears were confirmed. She had stage 2 breast cancer. Ray was the first person she told, but she decided not to tell anyone else. She didn't want people to treat her differently or see her as weak. Instead, she suffered in silence. Sharon's attempt to keep her diagnosis secret didn't last long. Her daughter, Faith Newman, knew something was going on with her. So after snooping around the house, Faith found her mom's medical records. As anyone would be, she was devastated and scared. So she immediately shared the news with Nick, and soon, Mariah also found out. Ray was relieved that Sharon now had more support, even from her ex-husband. Sharon's medical team recommended chemotherapy, but it was brutal. The treatment left her nauseated and chilled, and it attacked her white blood cells. Realizing the severity of the side effects, her doctors suggested a lumpectomy to remove the tumor. Thankfully, the cancer hadn't spread, so her chances of recovery were good. Throughout her struggle, Sharon's family rallied around her. Mariah postponed her tour with her musician girlfriend, and Faith transferred from her boarding school to Genoa City to be closer to her mom. Even Nikki, who never liked her, was there for her. While Sharon's lumpectomy went well, a follow-up scan revealed that there were cancerous cells in her sentinel lymph nodes too, which needed another surgery. The second operation was successful, but her battle was far from over. She still had to face chemotherapy again. Given her previous severe reactions, this was very challenging for her. Eventually, after her full treatment, she was declared cancer-free. As Ray was the first to hear about her diagnosis, he was the first to know about the good news too. In the aftermath, Sharon proposed to Ray, and they even got married in a beautiful indoor ceremony. But sadly, that didn't last long, as Ray passed away in a brutal road accident. Sharon's latest behavior reminds us of the time when she was diagnosed with cancer for the first time. But could it really be happening? Is this long and hard battle of breast cancer that she literally pushed through coming back around? We certainly hope not. However, there could be other underlying health issues too. So, Sharon told Nick that her bipolar medications were messing with her sleep, right? What if that's the one which is going to become a bigger problem? Before Sharon was the town's go-to therapist, she had some pretty dark times too. She was known as the town's pariah, thanks to a series of scandalous mess-ups. Sharon had a reputation for lying, losing her temper, and stirring up trouble. One of her most infamous moments was when she put Phyllis in a coma. Sharon wanted revenge on Nick for leaving her for Phyllis. So she messed with Phyllis's paternity test results to make it look like Jack Abbott was the real baby daddy. When Phyllis found out, they had a nasty fight, resulting in Phyllis's fall from the stairs and into a coma. Sharon's actions weren't because she was a bad person. She was actually dealing with bipolar disorder at that time, just like Ashley in the current times. When Sharon wasn't on her meds, her decision-making went off the rails. Her weird behavior and bad decisions were the first signs that something was up. For example, her marrying her ex-father-in-law, Victor Newman, was a huge red flag. Sharon and Victor's relationship is one of the most criticized pairings in Y&R to this day. Another biggest sign that something was seriously wrong with her was when she set fire to the Newman ranch. This impulsive and dangerous act that put her entire family at risk was totally out of character. It was clear she needed help, and after some medical tests, Sharon was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. This diagnosis explained a lot, but dealing with the disorder has been tough. There were times when Sharon stayed in a mental health facility where she believed she was pregnant with her then-husband Dylan McAvoy's baby. She was so deep in her delusion that she thought she had given birth to the child, who was actually Sage's son. Sharon was so convinced that the baby was hers that she kept up the lie until the truth finally came out, causing pain for everyone involved. Sharon has had issues with her medication more than once. Even though she tried to stay on track, there have been times she's slipped up. These lapses might seem minor at first, but often blow up into bigger problems. Luckily, she had strong support at the time, like Detective Ray Rosales, who helped her stay grounded. Meeting Ray and falling in love with him was one of the best things that happened to her. Ray's support was a big help for her to lead a better life. Sharon's battle with cancer, and then losing her husband could have easily knocked her off track. However, she stayed strong and kept it together. But just how long can she hold it in? What if now, she's starting to lose her way again? The return of Cameron Kirsten last year, especially after the bomb incident when Faith almost died, might have triggered her mental health issues once again. Plus, the new company could be adding to her stress as well. All of this makes us wonder, could her excuse about the blood sugar issue be a cover for something more serious? What do you all think? Is Young and the Restless bringing another health scare for Sharon? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Thank you for checking this video out. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for new videos every day. Turn that bell notification on if you want to hear from us, and comment down below if you've subscribed, and we'll make sure to reply and thank as many of you as we possibly can.